Good evening. Welcome to Santafenews. 4 years ago, on September 19, 2000, Sun Microsystems and Cobalt Networks announced an agreement in which Sun acquired Cobalt in a stock-for-stock merger. When we return, Patty will tell us about how this merge goes nowadays, what the analysts think about the strategy, and what can we expect from Sun Microsystems in terms of acquisition. Welcome back to the news. How are you doing, Patty?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. But what I would like to know is how the guys from Sun and Cobalt are doing after the merge.
As you may remember, Sun wanted to enter into a growing server appliances market. But at that time, Sun was already a leader for the high-end technology, and by Cobalt's acquisition, wanted to enter into the low-end market, gaining not only a bigger portfolio to offer to his customers, but also gaining a bigger part of that pie, which is the market share. Why don't we take a look back what happened back then?
The initial design for Sun's Unix workstation was conceived when the founders were graduate students at Stanford University in Palo Alto, California. The company name Sun originally stood for Stanford University Network, which is reflected in the company's stock symbol. The company was incorporated in 1982 and went public in 1986. Founders include Vinod Khosla, Scott McNeely, Bill Joy, and Andy Bechtolsheim. Sun was an early advocate of the Unix flavor of network computing, promoting TCP/IP and especially NFS, reflected in the company's motto, "The network is the computer." James Gosling and his fellows developed the Java programming language. Most recently, John Bosak led the creation of the XML specification at W3C. Founded in 1996, Cobalt Networks was located in Mountain View, California, the heart of Silicon Valley, with international offices in Germany, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the Netherlands. Cobalt's solutions were delivered through a global network of distributors, value-added resellers, and internet service providers.
Good afternoon. We are here from the headquarters of Sun Microsystems, and we are waiting that the top executives release the news that Sun has acquired Cobalt Networks. We have found Lorraine. She's a Standard & Poor's analyst. And Lorraine, what do you think about this acquisition?
Well, first of all, Sun has been a technology leader, and so Cobalt's acquisition looks like it's going to be a good move. Actually, with Cobalt products, Sun will be able to fill in the gap of this specific market, the low-end server appliance market. So also they'll be able to expand their market and their product offering to the customers. And I think in general that companies will keep investing in the internet to expand, and to be more globally competitive. And so such is the case of this acquisition.
Okay. Thank you, Lorraine, for your comment. Well, we are going to try to have some interviews with Stephen DeWitt, with some top executives of Sun, and well, let's hear about them. Okay, Ed, but in your viewpoint, how will Sun benefit from the acquisition of Cobalt?
Well, Cobalt brings to Sun great experience, skill management, and complementary engineering expertise. Sun is now in an excellent position to expand its business by providing customers with a family of service appliance solutions that complement Sun's existing enterprise class service family. Sun, which is already a leader provider of solutions to server providers, now increases its product offerings for hosting services with the addition of an easy-to-use turnkey appliance.
Okay, Ed, but let's talk about the customers. How will them benefit from the acquisition of Cobalt?
Of course, the products of these two companies are complementary. Sun's customers will benefit from the availability of an industry-leading server appliance. The combination of these two companies provide customers with an end-to-end solution from appliance to data center solution.
Mr. DeWitt, good afternoon. Thank you very much for receiving us in such an important day. Could you tell us from the perspective of Cobalt, What is the relevance of the acquisition by Sun Microsystems?
Sure. Well, joining with Sun is a bold strategic move for Cobalt. Sun's 10,000-person sales force, strong service organization, a world-class customer base is extraordinarily powerful leverage for our business and should enable us to dramatically increase our sales of server appliances. Cobalt's world-class products are a perfect complement to Sun's industry-leading server offerings. Our customers will benefit through access to the full range of Sun's engineering, sales, marketing, and service resources.
John, in terms of strategy planning, could this merge consider as a change in the strategy for Sun?
Hi, Leo. Thanks for coming. I wouldn't take it as a change of strategy. I'd rather have it as an expansion of our product line. With Cobalt's product, we not only offer more products to service providers, but we can also accelerate our entry into the appliance arena.
Okay, and when should we expect to see new products from Sun as a result of this transaction?
We're not changing Sun's products. It's going to be the same line of products. The only thing is that with this product, we change or we open doors for a new market.
Okay, but let me understand, since the point of view of the Cobalt customers, what would happen to the existing Cobalt customers? Where does service and support come from?
Sun will give them service. We have already trained our different organizations that provide service for Sun products, and they're gonna be the same people that give service for Cobalt customers.
Okay, and what is the merger scheme, and when do you expect will be accretive in the financial statements?
I would rather have Ryan to address that question. Ryan, would you address it?
Yes, thank you, Leo. Well, under the terms of the merger agreement, each share of Cobalt common stock will be converted into 0.5 Sun shares, resulting in an aggregate purchase price of approximately $2 billion. This acquisition will be accounted for as a purchase and is expected to be completed during Sun's second quarter of fiscal 2001. The closing of this acquisition is subject to governmental approvals, Cobalt shareholder approval, and customary closing conditions. We estimate that the transaction will be accretive, as you said, to operating EBITDA for the second half of this fiscal year.
Yeah. Let me tell you more about the product. What we think, in a few words, it's that it's a turnkey solution with an open architecture that allows it to work in different environments. In other words, what the customer buy this product because it makes their life easier.
Well, Alex, that was then. But today, it seems to be quite a different story. That's why I have interviewed the most famous business analyst, Mr. Charles Bronson. 4 years from the Sun Cobalt acquisition, how does the business industry perceive the outcome?
Well, according to the records we have, the two most spectacular failures in the Sun acquisition program appear to be Cobalt Networks and High Growth Systems. In the second quarter of 2003, Sun wrote off the goodwill. That means acquisition price in excess of book value for each company to the tune of $1.6 billion for Cobalt and $360 million for High Ground. The Cobalt products did not work out for Sun, and it stopped supporting them as of January 1 of 2003. On the high growth years, a failed merger acquisition was affordable by strong companies, as efficiency were not required to be profitable. High growth was a given with no effort. On the actual market conditions, where growth is on the single-digit numbers, companies need to have a clear perspective of the objectives pursued, the challenges that will be faced, and the benefits they will get, as there is no more room for failures on the way corporations execute.
Very interesting response. It's very interesting how the market perceives this situation. Thank you very much, Charles.
Thank you, Patty.
Well, Patty, certainly the outcome was really different than what it was expected.
Yes, that is correct, Alex.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Alex.
If you want to know who killed the chupacabras, please stay with us.